Ever get that, like, I don't know, that feeling, when you're just scrolling through the news
Yeah.
and then bam,
Yeah.
something just kind of hits you. Wait, what did I just read?
Yeah, like something straight out of a movie, but it's, well, real life.
Exactly. And today, that's exactly the kind of rabbit hole we're diving into.
Hustle up, folks.
This is one of those stories, well, honestly, it's got it all. A prominent figure, a location shrouded in mystery Nairobi, Kenya, if you're taking notes, and an incident that, frankly, leaves us with more questions than answers.
The kind of questions that make you want to grab your detective hat and a magnifying glass.
100%. All right, so let's set the scene. Our central figure in this very strange story is Jimi Wanjigi. Now, we don't know a ton about him yet, and believe me, that's part of what makes this so intriguing.
Right, the lack of information itself is telling.
Okay, so Jimi Wanjigi, prominent figure in Nairobi. And one day, this incident happens at his residence. And it's not like your average news story kind of incident.
No, not at all. We're talking masked men, a pickup truck, and get this, blood poured at the gate.
Blood. Okay, that's definitely not something you see every day.
Exactly. And it's that detail, that method, that immediately raises red flags. Why this? Why go to such lengths? It suggests a very specific message is being sent, wouldn't you say?
It's giving, like, we know where you live, but like a much more intense version.
Think about it. Historically, blood rituals, while rare, were used for a reason. Intimidating judges, silencing journalists, even sending a message to business rivals. It's all about power and the length people will go to exert it.
So this wasn't just a random act of vandalism. This was strategic, calculated.
Right, precisely. And that takes us back to Jimi Wanjigi. Who is he that warrants this type of message?
Right. Who is this guy?
Well, that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? What we can piece together is this. He's clearly someone of considerable influence in Nairobi. Some whispers point to high-level business dealings, others to political connections.
So we're talking someone who operates in a world where the stakes are already high.
And the players involved aren't afraid to play dirty.
Okay, so let's recap for a sec. We've got intimidation tactics straight out of history books, a prominent figure in Nairobi shrouded in a bit of mystery, and, well, honestly, still no clear motive.
But what we do have is a glimpse into the underbelly of power dynamics. This incident, as unsettling as it is a potent reminder that things aren't always as they seem on the surface.
Right, like what's going on behind the curtain that we're not seeing?
Exactly. This incident, as brazen as it is, might just be the tip of the iceberg. There could be layers of history, rivalries, and power struggles that we're just starting to scratch the surface of.
So where does that leave us? With more questions than answers, really.
For sure. But sometimes the questions are just as important as the answers, wouldn't you say?
I mean, yeah. Yeah, actually, I think you're right. It's about connecting the dots, even if we don't have the full picture yet.
This deep dive, it's less about solving this mystery outright and more about understanding the forces at play. Think about it. What does this incident tell us about the lengths people will go to in pursuit of power? What does it say about the culture of intimidation that might be simmering beneath the surface?
It makes you wonder, what would you do if you were trying to unravel this web? Where would your investigation even begin? Seriously, something to think about. Thanks for taking this deep dive with us. And until next time, stay curious, everybody.